Ito babaeng to, itutuloy ko lang to, ito yung kahapon na topic nga ito kahapon. Tuloy lang natin ng konti ngayon. Kasi, if anything, mga Kojero, my question is this. At kung makapanood to ng mga Duterte Balahura supporters at ng mga Duterte bubulagers, my question really is this. Ito ba yung standard na nakikita nyo ng isang presidentiable? Seriously. For example, ito si Harry Roque. Ito na lang. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina pinost ko tong picture na to. Pinost ko tong picture na to at sinabi ko, ang mga sumusuporta sa mga Duterte has the emotional maturity of a 5-year-old. Seriously. Kasi mga Kochero, ito sasabi niya. Palakpakan daw si Sara. Bakit? Kasi, sabi niya ni Harry Roque, siguro naman nakita nyo kung paano si Wonder Vice President na talagang inupak-upakan silang lahat sa Kongreso. Kaya saludo ako kay Vice President. Saludo pa siya. Walang kaplastikan, walang paligoy-ligoy, walang alinlangan, walang takot. Talagang sinabi niya, let's call a spade a spade. Politika ito at gusto nyong tanggalin ang tulong na ibibigay ko sa mga kababayan natin. That's on you, not on me. Really? Ang simple nung tanong eh. Anong ginawa mo sa confidential funds mo? Bakit ka na-disallow? Tapos ang isasagot niya, I will defer, blah, 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 blah. Na binabasa pa niya sa cellphone niya. Paulit-ulit. Tapos papalakpakan ng mga DDS, katulad nito. Sasabihin nila, genius. What the F? What have you been smoking? Mag-shoutout muna tayo sa mga kaibigan natin sa Sendwave. Kung kayo ay nasa US, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Ireland, na Belgium, ay pwede kayo magpadala ninyo maribenta sa Pilipinas gamit po ang Sendwave. Ang gagawin nyo lang ay download ng Sendwave app, gawa kayo ng account, lagay nyo yung bank account details nyo at pwede na kayo magpadala sa GCash, sa mga pawn shops at iba't ibang mga bangko sa bansa. At kung gagamitin nyo pa kayong promo code na Coach Jared sa inyo pong unang padala ay makakuha ng karagdagang $20 free credit. Kaya gamitin na si Sendwave for all of your remittance needs. Okay. Ito, pakita ko sa inyo Kaya hindi ako hindi ko masakyan. Hindi ko masakyan yung trip nila. Hindi talaga, mga Kojero, at panoorin niyo.
Walang pong tanungin si Madam Vice President. If the representatives of the people, like this House, has all the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency.
Ito hindi na related sa confidential funds to. Ang tanong na lang, ang Kongreso ba ay may karapatan na busisiin ang budget na hinihingi nyo at kung paano kayo gumastos ng pera? That's a simple question. It's a yes or no question. Yes or no lang ang isasagot mo dyan.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, is it a question? I think it's directed to the House.
No, I'm asking you the question.
Tanga sa'yo. Bobo.
I'm asking the question to the resource speaker.
Tanga.
If she believes that this House, being the representative of the people, has the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency.
Right, precisely. That's why I say I will leave it to the
Only
House
yes
of
or no, Madam
Representatives to decide
Madam
on
Chair.
the proposal
Madam Chair,
as presented.
excuse me, Madam Chair, that can only be answerable by yes or no.
We, again, Chair would like to remind our guests to please be responsive to the queries of the members in the most direct manner. So please proceed, Madam Vice President.
I already answered.
Answer po ba yes or
Madam
no?
Chair, perhaps my ears are not very clear, so I would like to find out if she answered yes, Madam Chair.
And I will leave it to the House of Representatives
I
to
do not
decide on
want her
the
to explain. Madam
proposal
Chair,
as
Madam
presented.
Chair, she has been answering the same answers since we started this.
See? The emotional maturity of a 5-year-old.
Query in this hearing. What I just want to ask, Madam Chair, is very simple. A simple answer of yes or no. Does the Vice President believes that this House has all the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency? I'm not just referring to the agency of the Vice President. I am referring to every agency of government, Madam Chair. That can only be simply answered by yes or no. I do not need to hear paulit-ulit na kasagutan niya. Kanina pa, gusto ko lang po marinig. Hindi po ako nagagalit. Oo, hindi po katulad niya, parang inis na siya. Oo, gusto ko lang po malaman. Oo, humbly speaking, naniniwala ba siya, Madam Chair, na itong House na ito, na binoto ng tao, ay merong karapatan ayon sa konstitusyon na scrutinize natin ang budget ng any ahensya ng gobyerno, including Congress, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, may I request the Secretariat to put on record, cut and paste. I will forgo and I will leave my answer, my previous answer.
Madam Chair, I would just like to ask, why is it very hard for her to answer yes? I'd like to ask, why is it, Madam Vice President, why is it so hard for you to answer yes when you know that the answer should be yes? Why do you have to explain? Why do you have to explain? We're simple people here. I'm not even a lawyer. You are a lawyer, Madam Chair. So, this is a simple question of a
True.
simple Filipino. Meron po bang karapatan ang House na ito na scrutinize ang budget ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno? Yun lang po ang tanong ko. Pwede pong sagutin ito ng yes or no. Kung yes, salamat. Kung no, edi salamat din. At least nalaman ng taong bayan.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2225
Madam Chair, I do not
by
need
question
an
and answer.
explanation
I
of
will
the
leave it
answer,
to the
Madam
House
Chair.
of Representatives
Madam Chair,
to decide.
Madam
if
Chair,
Order, please.
Because
Order,
of
please.
the
Order.
Point of order, Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Abante, you may proceed.
I do not need her to explain, please. You have been giving the same answer for hours. The same answer for hours.
Tanggalan nyo na lang ng budget.
Ang pagnanais nyo, why you answer the same for hours. Ngayon po, iba naman ang tanong ko. Ang tanong ko ito, tatanungin ko uli, Madam Chair, meron po bang karapatan bilang mga representante ng taong bayan sa bawat distrito at party list na mag-scrutinize ng budget ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno? Hindi po natin pinag-uusapan dito ang confidential fund. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin budget.
Madam Chair, before you answer, the gentleman wishes to have a direct answer, either yes or no. Are you going to provide a direct answer? Honorable Abante?
So, what is the answer?
I asked whether our Madam Vice President will provide a direct answer to your query, and the answer is no.
May I know why?
Madam Vice
Madam
President? And her answer is no as well.
I don't think that would be the right answer, Ms. The question is,
Lawyer
may I
pa
know
naman.
why? And her answer is no. Would that be the right answer to the question why?
Tanggalan nyo.
Madam
Bigyan nyo
Vice
piso.
President, do you wish to comment?
Madam Chair,
Mataas
hindi
ang pa ako.
dahil hindi nyo gusto yung mga sagot ko, hindi nyo gusto yung manner ng pagsagot ko, at hindi nyo gusto ang mga sinasabi ko, hindi ibig sabihin na
Madam Chair.
hindi ka sinasagot
Madam Chair,
ang mga
point of
tanong.
order.
Yes, Honorable
Mali po
Abante.
yata ang sinasabi niya, hindi nyo gusto. Hindi yung nyo. Madam Chair, wag niyong isali dito ang aking mga kasamahan dito. Ako ang nagtatanong. Sabihin mo sa akin, hindi ko gusto ang tanong mo. Yun lamang ang dapat niyang sabihin sa akin. Sapagkat hindi ko rin gusto ang sagot niya. Madam Chair, ganun lang. Oo. Ano po ang sagot niya?
Madam Vice President, do you wish to?
Madam Chair, there's
Answer.
no question.
The Honorable Abante is asking for a for a response. Ano po ang sagot niya?
Very
Yan ang huli po ng
presidentiable, di
sinabi.
ba?
I
Napaka-presidentiable.
request that the question be repeated.
Honorable Abante, kindly
The
repeat
answer-
your question, not to be
The answer is what?
included in your time. To please repeat your last question.
Ito po, ang tanong ko kanina, meron po bang naniniwala po ba ang ating Vice President na meron pong karapatan ang mga representante ng taong bayan, ng mga distrito at mga party list na scrutinize po namin ang budget ng bawat ahensya, hindi po lang ahensya niya, ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno. Yes o no lang po ang sagot yan. Ang tanong ko po, Madam Chair, kanina ayaw niya sumagot. Ang sagot niya, ayaw niya sagutin. So ang tanong ko ito, may I know why? Ang sagot niya, no. Aba, Madam Chair, hindi po ako masyadong expert mag-English, pero palagay ko po naman, yung pong tanong na may I know why, palagay ko hindi po tama yung sagot na no.
May I know why? Ang sagot, no. Epekto. Nakapentanil na ba to si Sarah? Parang sabog eh. Grabe naman. Kalmahan mo lang kasi, Sarah. Masyado kang mainit eh.
Madam Vice President.
Oh my goodness.
Madam Chair, palagay ko. So that explains it. It is his opinion.
O tapos?
Madam Chair,
It's up to you. You are the presiding officer.
Madam Chair, hindi ko po opinion yun. Nakalagay po sa Constitution yun. Tulad po ng Vice President natin. Naniniwala po siya sa mandato niya bilang Vice President. Naaayon sa Constitution. Gayon din po ang mandato natin dito na meron tayong karapatan mag-scrutinize ng budget ng anumang ahensya ng gobyerno ayon sa Constitution. Ang tanong ko sa kanya, naniniwala ka ba doon?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, umikot na po tayo. Bumalik na tayo sa simula. Natapos na yon, nasagot na.
E di sagutin
Ang
mo ulit.
sinabi, palagay ko, hindi iyan ang tamang sagot.
Sagutin mo ulit.
Kung hindi niya
Paikot-ikot.
gusto,
Ito si Sarah, paikot-ikot din ang sagot eh. Diba? Sagutin mo ulit. Hanggat magsawa sila. Ganun naman kasimple yun. Kasi alam nyo mga kotsero, what's happening right now is a powerful, it's a battle between a powerful object trying to push an immovable wall or something like that. Walang gagalaw dyan. Stalemate kayo. You're representing the office of the Vice President. Feeling mo all-powerful ka. Kaharap mo Kongreso, which is constitutionally empowered with the power of the purse. So, wala kang choice. Wala kang karapatan mag-angas, Sara Duterte. Kung naririnig niya tong video natin. Wala kang karapatan mag-angas. So, mga kotsero, kung si Sara Duterte ay hindi mabibigyan ng budget sa 2025, kung marire-enact ang kanyang budget, by the way, yung kanyang re-enacted budget, may confidential fund, sana hindi matuloy yan. Pero, kung hindi niya kasi masasagot, yung question tungkol dyan, baka hindi pa siya bigyan ng budget at all. Tapos magre-reklamo siya, pinupolitika ako. Look at yourself. Sana napapanood niya yung sarili niya sa TV, no? Look at yourself. You're acting like a 5-year-old having a tantrum because your parents did not give you what you want.
yung sagot ko, hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ako sumagot.
See? That's ano eh. Sumagot ka, oo, but it's not relevant to the question. Tulad ngayon, sumagot siya. Sumagot siya ngayon dyan sa tanong na yan. Ang sagot niya, hindi relevant dun sa tanong. What the F? Nanggagaslight pa.
Madam Chair, palagay ko, hindi pa siya sumagot sapagkat inuudit lamang niya ang sinabi niya. O ito po ang gusto kong tanungin sa kanya. Pag pwede ba, Madam Chair, pakiulit mo yung sagot mo na isinasagot mo ng paulit-ulit kanina pa, Madam Chair. Gusto ko lang ulit marinig. Gusto ko lang ulit ma-record. Pakiulit mo lang ang sagot mo sa lahat ng mga tanong na tinatanong dito mula pa kanina.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I do not want to assume, so I would like to be clarified. Is this the OVP 2025 budget proposal or the confidential funds?
Madam Chair,
Tanga.
sinabi ko
Stupid. Ano ba yung palagi niyang sinasagot kanina pa? I will defer, my blah 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 blah. Binabasa pa niya sa cellphone niya, I will defer, my blah blah.
budget eh. Hindi ko sinabing confidential fund. Sinabi ko budget. Medyo mahina yata ang tenga ni Vice President.
Patay.
Sinabi ko budget eh. Hindi confidential fund. Sinabi ko na wala akong pakialam sa confidential fund. Ang pakialam ko ganito. Meron pang karapatan. Naniniwala ba siya na ang Kongreso ay merong karapatan mag-scrutinize ng budget?
Dapat
ng
ang
anumang
sagot dyan,
ahensya?
yes.
Yun po ang tanong ko. Sagutin po niya yes
Kasi
or
yun
no.
nasa Constitution.
Ayun, kaya niya sagutin ng yes or no. Sabihin niya sa akin ang sagot niya kanina ng paulit-ulit sa lahat ng mga tanong ng ating mga colleague.
I will forgo the opportunity
Yeah.
to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal as presented.
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po. Ibig sabihin po, yung kasagutan niya na paulit-ulit, naniniwala siya na merong karapatan ang Kongresong ito na i-scrutinize ang budget. Kahit ang budget na yan nagsimula ng 2023, meron pa rin karapatan ang Kongresong ito na i-scrutinize ang budget. Maraming salamat.
Kasi nag-forgo
Madam
siya eh.
Chair. Maraming salamat po, Vice President.
Salamat. Next to interpolate is Honorable Richard Gomez.
Richard Gomez. Si Goma? Tignan natin
Yes,
kung ubra
gather
kapugian
round.
ni Goma.
So we move to the Honorable Trixie Cardama.
Pass. Autopass. Cardema. Autopass din yan. Malamang.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Nagtanong si Cardema.
Good evening po, VP Sara.
Mga kaibigan yan eh.
Although kami po ay mga kinatawan ng taong bayan na nakakakuha ng libo-libong boto ng Pilipino, kayo po ang most voted national official sa kasaysayan ng bansang ito. Kinakakatawan po ninyo ang kagustuhan ng pinakamaraming milyong-milyong Pilipino at bilang isang mataas na opisyal ng Armed Forces of the Philippines Reserve Force, ano pong masasabi nyo sa mga kaalyado ng NPA na nakapasok sa gobyerno at ginagamit ng pondo ng gobyerno para tumulong sa pagpatay sa ating mga pulis at sundalo at i-recruit ang mga kabataang Pilipino?
That's not her job.
Madam
That's
Vice
not her job.
President.
It's not. Is it germane to the budget?
Representative Gardema, I thank you for your question. But I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal as presented.
Maraming salamat po, Vice President, sa inyong paglaban sa leftist groups at sa NPA na pumapatay sa ating mga
Lifeline.
at sundalo
Lifeline yun ah.
sa sambayang Pilipino. Yun na po. Maraming salamat po, ma'am.
Binigyan siya ng lifeline.
Can they apply for additional educational assistance in such program?
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal
Yan
as
yung
presented.
future president
Yeah,
nyo,
thank you,
mga
Madam Vice
DDS,
President.
ganyan.
Madam Chair, on the Kalusugan Food Truck Pansarap, does this also cover parts of the Visayas, or is it only limited to NCR?
I will forgo, blah, 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 blah.
President,
Yes, ma'am. I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on
Tanggalan
the
nyo ng
proposal
budget, oh.
as presented.
So,
Tanggalan
Madam
nyo.
Chair, my next question is on the Magnegosyo Taday, which is livelihood is actually part of economic upliftment. Are there parameters by where MSMEs can apply for this?
Madam Vice President.
I will forgo.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide the proposal as presented.
Thank you, Madam Vice President.
Alam niyo how stupid this is? Akala ba niya nagiging smart siya when she does this? Seriously, akala ba niya nagiging smart siya? Naaasar ko sila, etc., etc. No. You're just showing the Filipino people how you do not, number one, na ipakita mo sa aming mga Pilipino na sinayang mo yung boto namin. Kasama ko dun sa 32 million eh. Salamat po sa realization. Na sinayang mo yung boto namin. PP. Sana makarating sa'yo yan. Number one. Number two, pinakita mo sa amin na wala ka talagang pakialam sa taong bayan. Ano bakit? Tinatanong siya tungkol sa mga programa niya. Programa na niya yan. Ulitin ko, programa na niya yan. It's not even related to the confidential funds. Programa na niya yan. Anong ginagawa niya? Okay, wala akong pake. Hindi ko de-defend. Unahin ko yung pride ko. I will forgo, blah, 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 cha, 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 cha. Ano lang kasimple yun? Pangatlo, naipakita din niya na hindi niya kayang talagang ipagtanggol yung kanyang mga programs. Hindi niya kayang pagtanggol yung mga programa niya. Imagine, inisip niya yan, binajitan niya, pero hindi niya kaya ipagtanggol. Sasagot mo lang, I'll forgo. Mga Duterte Balahura supporters, so that's your future president. Di ko boto yan. Ayoko ng ganyan. Ayoko ng ganyan. Buti kung bobo eh. Yung bobo natuturuan. Basta humble. Pero yung ganito, problema dyan, ugali. Problema dyan, ugali, guys. Hindi na matututo yan. Ugali ang problema dyan eh. Kami po sa HR, tagal ko nag-practice sa HR, di ba? Higit 1 decade. May practice kami. Lalo sa recruitment, pag tinuturuan namin sila. Sinasabi namin sa kanila, hire for attitude, assess for skills. Assess for skills, i-measure nyo lang yung kanyang skills. Kaya ba niya o hindi yung trabaho. Assess for skills, but you hire for attitude. Bakit? Kapag maganda yung attitude, madaling maturuan eh. Yung mga kakulangan sa skills, natututunan yan. Kayang madaling solusyonan yan. Madaling maituro yan. Pero ang attitude, hindi mo matuturo yan. Kinalakihan na niya yan eh. So, ibig sabihin, yung attitude na pinapakita niya ngayon, yan na siya. Simula nung bata siya, hanggang ngayon malaki siya. Mukhang hindi siya tumanda sa kanyang EQ, sa kanyang emotional maturity. Yan na siya. Hindi na magbabago yan. Unless magmilagro ang Panginoon sa puso niya, hindi na magbabago yan. Panginoon lang ang pwedeng magpakapagbago ng tao. Is that the kind of president you want? Ayoko ng ganyan. Kayo na lang kung gusto nyo. Pero ayoko niyan. Ayoko niyan. Pinakita lang niya sa buong Pilipinas kung gaano ka-emotionally stunted, spoiled brat itong si Sara Duterte.
Madam Chair, in the government website, it says, as the second highest public office in the land,
Ay, nawala.
the office of the Vice President shall work for the welfare of the Filipino people and contribute to nation building, economic development, and political stability by fostering fidelity to the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines and upholding the highest office, and that is the office of the President. May we hear the wisdom of the Vice President on this matter.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal. With question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal as presented.
I love it.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I love
On
watching
rice
the
food bags,
self-destruction.
considering that Iloilo and Western Visayas is a rice-producing province, can our farmers contribute to this rice program so that they will have an adequate market with the adequate price?
I forgo.
Madam Vice President.
Yes. Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the
Forward
Vice
na natin yan. Paulit-ulit eh.
The SEC portion. So,
Baka
Madam Chair,
sumagot na maayos.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to
the
Sige.
Honorable Chair,
distinguished
Wait,
function of the office.
okay.
ever detained any
Natapos na
resource
doon pala.
person.
Kay Janet Garing.
Never. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Maraming salamat po, Madam Vice President. Thank you very much.
I will be asking questions about the 2025 budget. Given the esteemed position of the Office of the Vice President, could the Honorable Vice President kindly enlighten this committee on how the proposed budget reflects the core mandate of the Office of the Vice President? We are sincerely eager to understand how these resources will be used to fulfill the critical responsibilities, particularly the constitutional mandate of the Vice President.
Wala naman siya constitutional mandate eh.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend
Sige.
the Office of the Vice President 2025 by question and answer. I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Forward na
at
natin.
the
Walang
opening
pawalang
About
kwenta
the
na pawalang
tangible
kwenta eh.
successes by the OVP's programs thus far, will this budget ensure that such commendable progress continues? I'm referring to the budget requested for 2025.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend
Para ako nanonood ng pabasa. Response. May responsorial psalm. Ganun siya. Ganun ang dating. Oo. Responsorial psalm.
the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Ano ba isa nakakatawa dito? Isa na nga lang linya mo, hindi yung pa-memorize. Seriously? Isa na nga lang yung isasagot mo, hindi mo pa-memorize. I will forgo the... wait, I'll forgo... I will forgo... Wait lang. I'll forgo... Blah, blah, blah. Isa na nga lang eh. Yun na nga lang yung sasagot mo. Hindi mo pa memorize, BP. Ano ba yan? Si BBBM nga eh. Nagsosona, 2 oras, minememorize niya eh. Ikaw, iisang linya na lang. Hindi mo pa memorize. Anak ka ng timaklo.
As presented.
Madam Chair, I believe we are all familiar with the constitutional mandate of the Vice President, and that's why we'd want to know if the Honorable Vice President could clarify how the proposed budget allocation and the programs that it supports are aligned with this constitutional mandate of the Vice President. Because we're confident that the budget is a perfect reflection of the Vice President's priorities and the office's essential duties.
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair, the answers are in the AVP presentation, the opening statement, the documents that we submitted to the
Ano
Secretariat,
iba?
and the PowerPoint presentation. I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Parang, may nakita kanina parang passion daw. I will forgo the budget of the Vice President Passion. Napasok lang sa isip ko yung bigla yung kanta sa Passion. Nang si Judas, I'll forgo the budget.
As presented.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, in the spirit of collaboration, could the Vice President also share how the OVP works with other agencies to avoid duplication and ensure the efficient use of public funds? We trust that the budget is also a reflection of such strategic coordination.
Vice President.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to
Thus, must have gone into crafting the budget.
Forward ko
of
na lang yung mga
OVP.
sagot niya kung pare-pareho lang.
Would
Kasi it's
the
a waste
Vice
of time.
President explain the rationale behind specific allocations? We are particularly interested in how these figures, especially the amounts, were arrived at, considering that the Vice President has a national mandate, and how it was computed so as to translate into meaningful outcomes for the public. Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair, I will forgo the
Honorable Vice President has repeatedly mentioned that she will
Diyos
forgo
ko.
the right to personally defend the budget through a question and answer format. How should this committee interpret such a decision? Would it be fair to conclude, Madam Chair, that the programs under the OVP may not be as high a priority or as important
See?
as we had hoped for?
Backfire.
Or
Wala kayong
should
budget.
we interpret the response and the demeanor of the Vice President indicates that we, the elected representatives of the people, and the people that we represent do not deserve an explanation on how public funds would be spent by their office, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair, all the answers are in the audiovisual presentation, the documents that we submitted to the committee secretariat, the opening statement, and the PowerPoint.
Explain our budget. It's our duty to explain our budget. That's all, Madam Chair. And this I would have to say, I leave it to the committee to consider the responses of our Honorable Vice President in the approval of the budget of the OVP.
Second, Vice Chair, nakakalungkot kasi nandito tayo lahat para tayo malinawan kung ano talaga yung nangyari, lalong-lalo na sa budget ng Vice President pagdating sa confidential fund and yung budget niya ngayong 2025. Kaya lang, hindi na rin ako magtatanong kasi alam ko, paulit-ulit din yung kanyang isasagot. So nakaka-frustrate lang dahil ito ay pera ng taong bayan.
Di wag niyong bigyan.
I would like to thank the Vice President for showing her true colors to the House and her lack of respect for check and balances and the separation of powers and accountability.
Yun, backfire.
We are a republic. We don't have a king or a queen. Now, Madam Chair, dahil hindi naman masagot ni VP Sara yung mga katanungan ng miyembro, may I move now to defer the hearing of the budget of the Office of the Vice President. I so move, Ms.
Is
Madam
there
Chair.
any objection? Hearing none, same is approved.
Tapos ka.
So the hearing or the briefing, the budget briefing, shall be rescheduled or shall continue on September 10 at 9 a.m. So with that, the budget briefing is suspended.
Ayaw nyo mga kotsero. Kasalanan din to ni Stella Kimbo kasi masyado siyang malambot. Seriously, masyado siyang malambot kay Sara. All of us know, lahat naman tayo, we're all aware na si Sara is really a bitch. Seriously, she is. And pardon my French. But she is that. And sinasabi ng tatay niya yan, di ba? Alam natin lahat yan. Sinasabi ng tatay niya yan. So, dapat, yung mga taong haharap sa kanya, kaya siyang sabayan. Oo. Dapat maka-bitch ka rin. Again, pardon my French, but I cannot put it any other way. Yan yung ginawa niya eh. Yung ginawa niya. Di ba? Dapat yung taong haharap sa kanya, ganun din. Kaya siyang sabayan sa pagiging ganyan niya. So, Kasalanan dito ni Stella Kimbo eh. She's being too lenient din kay Sara. So, bahala siya. So bahala si Kimbo na sa next na hearing kung magpapakaganyan siya. Pero alam nyo mga kotsero, ito lang kasi yung ending niyan eh. Ito lang ending niyan. Si Sara obviously misbehaved. Obviously. Wala naman sigurong matinong tao na magsasabi na, meron palang mga mangilan-ngilan tulad ni Harry Roque na, di ba? Na happy sila, etc. But in general, I think meron ding mga DDS na disappointed kay Sara. Ayaw lang nila aminin. Meron mga DDS na disappointed kay Sara. Ayaw lang nila aminin. I'm sure. Pero, ito yung akin. Dyan. Si Sara just showed that she has no regard for rules. She has no professionalism at all, obviously. Kasi alam nyo mga kotsero, kahit kaaway mo yan eh, nasa kongreso kayo eh. Di ba? Nasa kongreso ka eh. Wala naman kayo sa kalsada. Kung gusto mo mag-asal ganyan, doon ka sa kalsada. Huwag kang tumakbong presidente o vice-presidente. Doon ka sa kalsada. Hindi mo deserve, you don't deserve to be in the halls of Congress. You don't deserve to be in the seat of the vice president. You can't. You can't. You cannot be a parliamentarian and have that kind of attitude. You can't. Tapos ito yung sinasabi nilang presidentiable. No, it's not. Hindi. Yung sasabi ni Harry Roque, Wonder VP, hell no. No, she's not. Alam nyo mga Ojero, ang akin lang dito, pag siya nabigyan ng budget, tutuloy-tuloy niya yan hanggang matapos ang term niya. Tutuloy-tuloy niya yan hanggang matapos ang term niya. So it's either you don't give her what she's asking, or impeach her. Di lang naisip ko dyan. Now, I'm leaning towards impeaching her because, what's the point? What's the point of giving her the minimum budget para lang pasweldohin yung mga tao niya? Tapos, iuupo lang naman pala siya. Diba? Well, okay lang din naman yun. Upo na lang siya. Give her the minimum budget that her office requires. Maintenance, yung MOOE. Yun lang. And then, kapag kailangan niya ng mga budget para ng allotment para sa mga programs niya, magmakaawa siya sa mga ahensya. Magmakaawa siya kay DSWD, magmakaawa siya kay DOLE, magmakaawa siya kay DTI, magmakaawa siya sa mga ahensya para makakuha siya ng ipang sisilbi niya sa ibang tao. Raulo siya eh. Binastos niya ang legislative. The legislative is constitutionally mandated to have the power of the purse. Ibig sabihin, sila ang may mandato na busisiin ang budget mo at bigyan ka ng pera. That's it. Period. No ifs, no buts. Ano bang constitutional mandate ng Vice President? Umupo. Kung hindi ka appointed as secretary, ay umupo at mag-intay kung ang presidente ay sasablay at siya ay matatanggal, may impeach, or siya ay magre-resign, or siya ay mapapermanently disabled na hindi na niya kayang i-fulfill ang kanyang role bilang presidente, or worst comes to worst, patayin siya or mamatay. Yun lang. Yun lang ang trabaho ng vice-presidente. So give her the barest minimum. That's it. Give her the barest minimum. Maawa tayo sa empleyado niya. Kung siya gago, maawa tayo sa empleyado niya. Again, pardon my French. Kasi nakakairita yung ginawa niya eh. Maawa tayo sa mga empleyado niya. Pakainin natin sila. Give her the barest minimum. That's about it. Kawawa naman yung mga tao niya, nadadamay sa kalokohan niya. Deferred pa ngayon ang budget niya. Tapos, wag na siya magrereklamo. Huwag niya sasabihin pinulitika siya. Dahil nagpaka-politika din siya. Namulitika din siya eh. Diba? Huwag siya magpa-victim na tinira siya sa House of Representatives. Bakit? Kasi nakabira siya eh. Nakabira din naman siya. Nakaisa din siya. So, hindi siya biktima. Kumbaga sa boxing, huwag ka magrereklamo kung nasuntok ka kasi sumuntok ka rin naman. So, kung natalo ka sa boxing, tanggapin mo. Sorry ka. Give her the barest minimum. Huwag niyo na siya pagsalitain. Tanggalan niyo siya ng programa. Wala namang kwenta yung programs niya eh. Duplication lang ng ibang ahensya yan eh. Di ba? Pero wag niyo idamay yung wag niyo idamay yung mga empleyado niya. Kawawa naman. Kawawa yung mga empleyado niya. Wag natin sila idamay. Yun ang yung bare minimum na lang, di ba? Legislative. Para lang mabuhay yung mga tao under her. Kasi walang kwenta talaga tong vice presidente na to eh. Wala nang ang programa sa DepEd na naging successful. Walang programa sa OVP na successful. Tapos, kung manghingi ng budget, akala mo, nagpautang siya. Akala mo may patago. Di ba? What the hell? Akala mo may patago. Buti yung isa, lutang. Eto, toxic. Hindi ko naiintindihan eh. Sabi ko nga sa misis ko kanina, I don't understand the animosity na meron ang mga Duterte at mga followers niya. Seriously, hindi ko naiintindihan yung kung saan nanggagaling yung animosity na meron sila. Sa kahit kanino Sa kahit kanino. Hindi lang sa Dilawan. Hindi lang sa Marcos supporter. Sa lahat. Hindi ko naiintindihan bakit galit sila sa lahat ng tao. Tinatanong lang, galit agad. Di ba? Anyway, sana wag i-tolerate ng House. Para sa akin lang naman, opinion ko lang naman, kung nakakarating to sa mga kinauukulan, masyado namang harsh kung tatanggalan ng budget. Masyadong harsh. Hindi mo rin naman pwedeng buwagyan ng Office of the Vice President. Kasi, nandiyan yan by virtue of the Constitution. Wala tayong magagawa dyan. Ang pwede lang natin gawin is to give her the bare minimum. That's it. Kung ang kailangan niya every year para lang buhayin ng mga empleyado niya, hindi included yung satellite offices Yung main office lang ng Office of the Vice President. Tanggalin nyo na rin yung satellite offices. Patanggal nyo, walang kwenta lang naman yan. Dagdag gastos lang yan. Yung main office lang. Main OVP office. Kung ang kailangan lang nila every year is 300 million, then bigay nyo yung 300 million. Yun lang. Tapos, 400, 500 million, no more, no less. Not including wag nyo na isama sa budget ng OVP yung mga satellite offices, yung mga, yung magtrabaho ka dahil, magnegosyo ka dahil, etc., etc. Because, why? She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't care. She does not care. Kasi if she does care, she would set aside her pride and defend her budget. Kaso hindi. Ayan, so mga kutsara, maraming po salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating channel. Huwag niyo po kalimutan mag-subscribe sa Kutsara YouTube channel. Pa-follow tayo sa ating Facebook page para lagi kayong updated sa mga ganap sa aking channel. I'll see all of you in our next live stream. God bless and see you next time, guys. Bye! Pag ganun, huwag natin gawing tanga mga Pilipino. Mas maganda kasi nasa lugar ka ng tama kaysa yung pinipilit mo yung pagkakamali. Are they willing to go that far? Hindi makakalimutan ng Pilipino yan hanggat di nasasagot niya. Sino ngayon nagsasabi ng totoo?